Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato, and this is a brand new series that we're going to be trying out, a little experiment, if you'd like, called The Deal Breakdown, where we have a look at a bunch of video game deals that are currently on the market and available for purchase if you'd like. This week, we're going to be looking at the Humble City Builder Weekend, which is very, very exciting because it hits upon a whole bunch of stuff that I really, really like. City building games and strategy games in general. I'm very, very excited. Just a quick word of note, all links are my partner codes, so if you buy any games, then you help me out and you help charity out at the same time. It's kind of a win-win. It's also worth mentioning that I haven't played all of the games in this sale. I've played a lot of them, but not all of them, and I'm only going to be recommending to you games that I actually have played. I don't think it's right for me to recommend games that I haven't played just because of the price. However, I will put them in the video so that you can see exactly how much they've been discounted by. Also, if you're interested in checking out any of the gameplay or the footage that I recorded for these games, you're more than welcome to click the link in the top right-hand corner of the screen that will take you to the Let's Play of the game in question. And this sale is around for another 2 days, so you've got a very limited amount of time to check out some of the deals that are on the table. As I say, all links to the games and to the sale in general, all in the description down below, so go and check it out if you are interested. The first game on our list today is Planet Coaster, which is discounted at a rate of 60%, which is pretty good for what you get. Planet Coaster is a strategy simulation game that sees you take control of an amusement park and design the roller coaster of your dreams, place the hot dog stands of your dreams, and ride all of the roller coasters to boot. It's a very, very enjoyable game. I've had a lot of fun with it. The one irritation that I do have with this game is that there is a lot of DLC, and the game is always making you aware that you don't have all of the DLC installed when you're playing the base game. So you might want to pick up some DLC packs if you're interested in having a more complete experience. The good news is that all of the DLC, barring the very latest expansion, is available for sale in the City Builder Weekend. So, as I say, the base game is pretty good, but you might want to pick up some extra DLC to get a more complete experience. Surviving Mars, discounted at a rate of 66%, published by Paradox Interactive. This is a game that sees you take control of a Mars colony and bring humans to Mars, expand with robots, drill out resources. Very, very good game, right up my alley. I've had an absolute blast with this game. Once you get into the zone of surviving Mars, it's tunnel vision. It really, really is. And it's a thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyable experience. There's just been a brand new DLC pack released. It's all about terraforming Mars and making it habitable on the surface, so that's pretty darn cool. You can also pick up the First Colony Edition or the Deluxe Edition in this sale. I would probably recommend the First Colony Edition, as that gives you the DLC packs as well as the cosmetic stuff that is only available in the Deluxe Edition. Frostpunk. Frostpunk sees you manage a colony of nomads in an Arctic wasteland. It's pretty harsh, I think is probably the correct term, but it's a very, very entertaining game, and it will give you hours and hours of enjoyment. I've not sunk a huge amount of time into this game, but what little I have played, I can see that this is a very tight game, and you can definitely enjoy it for a long time. If you're a strategy buff and you've never played Prison Architect, then what is going on? Prison Architect is published by Introversion Studios, and they were recently bought out by Paradox Interactive, which is very, very cool because it means that we're going to be getting more Prison Architect style games in the future. This is a whopping 75% off for this game. That's a huge, huge discount, so if you don't have the game already, then I would absolutely recommend picking this game up right now. Just towards the end of last year, actually, they added multiplayer prison management into the game, so you can build your own prison with friends. I mean, that sounds sadistic, but it actually sounds super enjoyable to me. Maybe that says more about me than it does about the game, but certainly great discount, great game, would definitely recommend picking this one up. Northgard. So Northgard is a very, very unique Norse strategy game that sees you take control of a Viking clan and compete against other Viking clans for dominance in the North world. There's a bunch of victory conditions, and this game honestly is an absolute blast. I will say, this game doesn't have a super large amount of replayability, but for what you get, it's pretty darn good. The discount is 50%, so the game is still reasonably expensive for what you get, and in terms of replayability, as I say, is it worth it at this rate? Maybe not. Might hold off until there's a little bit of a steeper discount, but certainly absolutely no complaints about this game. It's very niche, it's very nice, I like it a lot. Tropico, Tropico, Tropico. What can one say about Tropico? Well, for one thing, there's a whole bunch of Tropico stuff on sale in the City Builder weekend. If you're interested in Tropico 4 or Tropico 5, then this is the dream sale for you. I would probably recommend picking up the Tropico 5 Complete Collection. It's at 75% off, which takes it down to a very, very reasonable price and includes all of the DLC that was released alongside Tropico 5. Tropico, as I'm sure you're probably aware by now, is a strategy game that sees you take control of a Caribbean island and sees you go from independence to controlling a space station and all of this wacky stuff. The game has a very, very good sense of humor, and it really toys with you along the way. It's a fantastic game, a fantastic series. The one thing that I would note is that there is no real difference between each iteration of Tropico, so picking up the complete collection here for Tropico 5 seems kind of like a no-brainer if you don't have it already. And also, it's probably the only one that you need for the entire series. There's no reason to pick up any other Tropico games once you've got Tropico 5. It's just not worth it. Banished is a strategy city building game that sees you take control of a exiled group of travelers. The townspeople of Banished are your primary resource, and you need to lead them to glory. You need to build a town, and you need to make sure that they don't die from hunger or from the cold. This is a nifty little game and quite a good, fun, enjoyable experience. I had an absolute whale of a time whilst I was playing, and I would thoroughly recommend this one, especially at 66% off. Of all the games on this list, Project Highrise is probably my favorite. 65% off, it takes it down to a very reasonable amount of money, and you will get a lot of enjoyment for this game. This game has got a lot of bang for its buck. Your task is to try and build a skyscraper in this game. You need to accommodate the demand of residents, and you need to accommodate the demand of businesses, and you need to make sure that your skyscraper has enough of both to satisfy the demands of everyone. It's really enjoyable. There's a bunch of DLC that is available, and the DLC is all 50% off. You can also pick up the Architects Edition if you'd like. That is 20% off. This, to me, is one of the games that is an absolute no-brainer to pick up. It is a thoroughly enjoyable experience, and if you like building games and if you like strategy games, then this game is absolutely perfect. Project Hospital. So I've just recently finished up recording a series of Project Hospital, and at 25% discount, this game is probably a certain pickup. This is a game that sees you control a hospital and make sure you build enough examination rooms, x-ray rooms, MRI rooms, bathrooms, cleaning closets. You name it, this game's got it. This is a fantastic hospital simulation game. Really enjoyable. Only a 25% discount, although even at full price, I would say this game is absolutely worth it. It's a thoroughly enjoyable title, and takes heavily after ye old classic games like Theme Hospital. And finally on my list is Cities Skylines. Now, this is a Paradox published title that sees you control a city and build the city to your heart's content. You need to make sure that all of the services are working for the residents of your city, and make sure that your city has enough industry to employ all of the people that live in your city. It's published by Paradox, as I say, so you know there's going to be a ton of DLC. But the good news is that you can pick the DLC up in this sale as well, which is very good. All of the DLC DLC, apart from the Synthetic Dawn Radio and Industries, is 50% off, so that's very, very nice. The base game, even without the DLC, is very, very good for what you get. The price makes it, I mean, pretty much a no-brainer pickup. Very, very enjoyable game. I've put many, many hours into City Skylines, and I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon. So that's it for games that I've played. However, there are a bunch of games that I have not played that are also on sale during the City Builder weekend. We can go over a couple of them right now, but as I say, all of the information is down in the description, and you're more than welcome to check out the deals where you are by clicking on the link in the description. 2 Point Hospital, Age of Empires, as well as Dawn of Man, all on sale. There's also, if we go right down here, there's also the Age of Empires 3 Complete Collection, which I've heard is pretty darn good. There's also Universe Sim and a bunch of 2 Point Hospital DLC. Meeple Station is a game that I have played. I would truthfully give this one a miss at the moment. It's still in early access and priced at £11.99 in the UK anyway. It's just not worth it. There's also some classic Roller Coaster Tycoons on sale. I love Roller Coaster Tycoon. I adore it, and I thoroughly enjoyed playing the second and third one, but that was many years ago. There's also a whole bunch of other stuff on sale, but nothing that I feel confident enough recommending, purely because I haven't played it. Loads and loads of DLC available from Project Highrise and Cities Skylines. All of it is good stuff. There's also some Anno stuff on sale, as well as previous games in the Cities series. So Cities XXL, and then there's also, I believe, Cities XL, and then also, where is it? Yeah, Cities in Motion, and a bunch of DLC. So folks, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. As I say, this was a little bit of an experiment, so if you've got any feedback on the content, the delivery, any of that, I'd be grateful if you could put it down in the comments and let me know. As I've said throughout the video, everything is available in the description. Links to all of the games that I talked about are down there, as well as a link to the page so that you can go and check out the other games that I didn't mention in this video. I'm very curious to hear what you guys think about the games that are on sale. Are they at a good price? Please let me know. What's the best game that gives you the best value for money? I'd be very curious to see what you think. If you're interested in supporting me in the future, then you're more than welcome to check out the Patreon. The Patreon is the place where I'm planning to hopefully fund some of this wackier stuff. This takes a lot longer to make than a regular video, and I'd be grateful for the support. So if you're interested, please check it out. But all that's left for me to say, folks, is thank you very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Open Potato. I'll see you next time. Bye.